that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for meeting with me.
My pleasure.
All right, so you've watched the lesson, and now we're kind of just going over some of the different steps in the lesson plan and just seeing if I got on target, and reflecting on something that I could have done better, something that I excelled on. That would be great.
Okay. So the first thing I noticed is when you started your lesson, you didn't really clarify the learning goal to them. I don't know that the students really knew why they were doing what they were doing.
Okay.
So definitely just clarify next time when you're teaching your lesson. Really let them know what the learning target is so that they can be working towards it and understand whether or not they're successful at the end if they want to self-reflect.
Okay.
I like the video. That was great. Just make it shorter next time.
Okay.
For your ADHD kids and things, that's going to be tough than just sitting and watching. So I would just shorten the clip. But it was a familiar story, so that's good. Let's see what else I wrote down. So when you keep just calling out on kids, which my suggestion would be to have popsicle sticks and just pick names so that kids don't feel like they're being picked on or anything. And before you pick a stick, you have to give them an opportunity to think about it. Don't just say, here's the question, and then be like, answer it, right?
Yeah. So
give them a second to think.
Yeah, okay.
Let them turn and talk with their friend. Then pick your stick, and then you're going to get more thought out answers.
Okay.
So that's one thing I would do. Let's see. Think of your own story, share. Again, same kind of, you picked on kids too quickly. The whole breaking up into two teams is great. Teamwork is awesome. I would maybe not pick a kid to start the story next time. I would probably project it on your screen or something. Show them so that you're getting reading in too at the same time. So project the story up, read it together, orally, go through it a couple times, then give them a chance to think about it.
Got it.
Then put them into their teams.
Okay.
And just eliminate the kid.
Okay, got it. It's too soon. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
None of us were ready.
Yeah. That way you can give them a really engaging story for them to continue on with. I think it would help with that.
Okay.
Teamwork and everything. So that's good. But the teamwork was great. When you're listening to them, be very specific about what they're doing well. Don't just say good job. Let them know exactly what they're doing right.
Yeah.
Or what they need to work on.
Okay.
That was good. Moving through it. The arguing part, definitely. Like I said, if you had popsicle sticks and you were just picking the kid, you wouldn't be like, who wants to share? And then they started arguing.
Yeah,
eliminate that. Just pick the stick, and then you pick the stick, right? Nobody can argue about it. It was fair. So that's one little classroom management thing you could do.
Okay.
And then, towards the end, so they shared their ending. Great. But then you wanted them to read a story, do an ending, then write a story, share, trade, make an ending. I think it was too much. Pick one or the other.
Okay.
You don't want to have so many things because it's just too much in the time frame.
Okay.
So either have them read the story, write their ending, and that would be a great exit ticket for you to see. Or if you want to do more writing, have them write it and then trade, write the ending. But that could be a whole another day, really. You don't want them to get overworked and then not produce the type of work that you're looking for.
Right.
So you could have them write their beginning, and then the next day you could trade and continue on. Okay. So don't be afraid of pacing your lesson out a little farther, just because, especially with your ADHD kid, it's going to be a struggle for those kids to write. Writing is a struggle, right? So if you want him to write his whole story, then trade and write an ending for someone else, that's a lot to expect.
It's kind of like he wrote one line, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough in him to get out of it.
It's going to be a stretch for any child, but especially for them, they're going to struggle more. So I would just eliminate one part, either the worksheet or the writing their own story.
Okay.
So otherwise, they had a lot of opportunities to practice the skill, which was good. Just allow them, they practiced it a lot. But again, have them more opportunity to read. This is a reading standard. So, having guided reading is good. It's going to help them, so especially with the fluency portion.
Okay.
You know, model the reading of the story, then have them repeat. So that'll help with accuracy and fluency too. So.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. As I looked at it, I'm like, okay, it's too long. I'm like, I'm not sure if this correlates with what I need to be doing, and it just kind of like, I like that the learning map kind of helps you see that. Like, okay, wait, what? You know, like it just kind of went through and helped you make sense of each thing that you needed. And then being aware of my ADHD kid, that all those things are too much for him. And so he's like, I set him up to fail basically, you know. And I did, if you hear the videos, had a couple of times to kind of like, okay, thank you to Stefan, or thank you, you know. And even Caleb too, like it just left the door open for those extra behaviors to
flare up. But you did give your ADHD kid a chance to interact with others.
I did. So, yes, we did have that.
And there was movement.
So that's good. But yeah, I mean, I would give myself a B minus.
I think it's a good start to this. So.
Yeah. And like you said, just next time, scoot a little closer to reading.
And just give them more chances to think and collaborate with their peers. Don't just call out on kids. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I think that's
My
good.
pleasure.
Yeah.